Okay, you can see the screen? Oh, Angie is gone.
Oh, if I can see the screen. Okay. Actually, let me try one out. I'm gonna try on my laptop instead. I'm gonna log out of here and then connect on my laptop.
Okay.
How long you been using Thinkorswim?
For me,
Yeah.
last year.
Okay.
I'm unmuted. And
I like the Thinkorswim charting. I just don't like how difficult it is to use their tools. Their tools
Okay.
are not just like a click on TradingView.
battery life, no, where's the volume? Oh, there it goes. Hi, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Ready when you are.
All right, so
Inspired.
you're gonna do it on, oh, wait. You're gonna do it with me while I'm doing it, Angie, so you can, okay. All
Yes.
right, so we're on the SPY options chain. So this is the options chain for SPY. You go to the trade tab. Is this what your screen looks like?
Yep, it does. I'm on here right now.
All right, so when you want to look at the actual chart for the strike price, you hover the mouse over the strike price that you want. Don't click anything yet. So mine is hovered over 437.
That's a call for next week.
No, I haven't selected call or put. It's just hovered over April 22, 437.
Got it. Okay.
If you want to do a call, then you hover it over the left side of the screen.
Okay.
If you want to look at a put, you hover it over the right side of the screen.
Okay.
For shits and giggles, let's just do a call.
Okay.
So it's 437, and we want to look at the 437 call for April 22, 2022. According to the option chain, the last contract was sold for $4.98. The net change was $3.78.
Yep.
The bid is for, you see that on your screen? Okay.
Yep.
Now you use the mouse and you copy. So you right click on the mouse and you'll see the drop down and it says copy.spy, blah, 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 blah. See that?
Yeah.
You click on it. Now you've copied that expiration. Then you go to the top of your portal and you'll see charts. See charts? Click on charts. Then in the box where you typically would type in the ticker.
I put it in there.
Yeah. So you delete that, and then I'm using a Mac, so we have to do Control V.
Okay. Then hit enter.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
So question, why even chart the stock price when you can chart the options directly?
Because it doesn't always correlate. So you'll see the stock price. Do I have the stock price? Okay. So once this decides to load.
Mm-hmm.
You have it on 4?
Yeah, so that's the beautiful thing about Thinkorswim. You can have as many screens as you want open.
Yeah, I like that. You just gotta go to the, that I do know, go to the thing in the top right and just add the extra boxes you want.
Oh, I see you have different ones. Okay, got it. I see what you're saying.
So I always keep because I always like to monitor the NASDAQ, which is the QQQ. So I keep that open and SPY is always open.
Fiona, touching on what you just said about it doesn't always go with the stock. Wouldn't that be important to know that? because let's say you're charting the stock directly
Uh-huh.
and you're expecting the option to respond in kind.
Right.
But then you're looking at the option and you see that it doesn't. Wouldn't it make sense to just chart the option directly because it may not move as the stock does as you would think it would?
Not necessarily. So always look at the actual underlining ticker first. So look at the SPY first. I wish this stupid thing would load though.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about Thinkorswim. It takes too long to do everything.
But I find this only on the weekend.
Mm.
But anyway, all right. So lucky for us. Should I just use this one?
Okay, so I am here. I don't know why I have volume at the volume. I think I need to obviously.
Yours load, Angie?
Yeah, mine's loaded. It looks nothing like yours, but
Well, mine didn't load yet.
oh, yours didn't load yet. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna try that on mine too.
You have it on the 1 minute? Or?
So you can change the time frame. Oh, let me wait, what is connecting? Oh shit, wait. This meeting is being recorded. I'm going to this one and see if this one will connect.
This is cool.
All right, so
You gotta mute one of them, Fiona.
none of my spies. I'll get out of this one.
Oh, okay. That loaded pretty quickly. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's fine.
What time frame are you using, Fiona? She there?
I think she is. I think she's still trying to load. I think it's at 1 minute. That's the one that she's trying to load.
Oh.
The 1 minute a day, but you can change that to like 1 minute within like 10 days.
Yeah, I'm looking at it at the 1 minute on a day. 1 minute, let me see. 1 day, 15 minutes. 1 day.
Yeah,
Okay.
And the purple line you said is the theoretical option price, right? Line.
Yes, that's the theoretical. So that's only in theory.
Mhm.
Do not go to the bank with that dollar amount or else you will have a bounce check.
In theory of,
It's in theory that this is where they're speculating, this is where the option could potentially go.
oh, okay.
What's up, people?
What's up?
Hello.
Happy Sunday, happy Easter, all of that good stuff. Happy Ramadan, happy Passover, all of that good stuff.
Likewise.
Buddy, you're like 30 minutes late.
I'm just on time.
Well, you're late.
What y'all up to?
We're looking at the option price. I was trying to like go over it the other day and I couldn't figure out how to cut and paste, where to paste it. So she's going over it one last time.
Oh, Fiona's technique.
Yeah.
Can you start from the top? No, I'm just playing. You're recording this, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll pull it up.
All right, so I usually start with a 10-day, 5-minute, because that shows me how the option was moving for the last 10 days.
10 days, 5 minutes. Okay. Awesome.
All right, so you'll look at, if you look, open the 10-minute 5-day, you'll see the lowest it's been is $4.94. And the high was a whopping $20 for this call.
It's for the SPY 437 call expiration.
422.
422. So why does mine say something different?
I don't know.
Mine says the lowest is $6 and the highest is 23.
I don't
Okay.
know.
All right, I'm gonna go back to SPY and just see if, make sure that I, copy the right one. $422.
Yeah.
Do you see that too? That's so weird. So what I have here is that the call is like $9.50, and I'm like, I know I'm not going to.
$9.50.
Yeah, I'm like, this has to be yeah, 422.
You sure you clicked on the call and not the put?
No, let me just put only call here.
And then make sure you're using the time frame setup.
When I do the copy and paste?
No, when the actual options chart opens,
Yeah.
make sure the time frame that the chart is showing in is the time frame you want, because each time frame will pretty much give you a different value.
Oh.
How you doing now?
She mad name.
Hey, hey, when you show up,
I just got it.
what's going on? Watching the market.
You know it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but I saw this previously and then I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Okay.
It's the April 22nd, 4:30 what?
437 call.
437 call.
4:37 call, okay.
Yeah.
Angie, on your chart
Yeah, I'm back into the trade.
in the trade, no, go back
Yeah.
to the chart where you have the option chart.
Okay.
Click together. We have
And it's 5
In
minutes.
the, Right, click on the 5 minute though, because that 5 minute could be 5 minute, 12 days, a 5 minute, 5 days, 5 minute, 1 day. Make sure it's the 10 day, 5 minute.
Yeah, I adjusted it to 10 days.
But is it 10 day, 5 minute?
Yep. 10 days.
Gotcha.
Thank you so much.
And you
What did
still have, huh?
Fiona,
Chris?
what did you say is the high that you're seeing?
The high I have is $20.02.
So wait a minute,
Australia?
just, so I'm just trying to catch up. This is,
Ocean.
a contract, this is a chart for the contract, and it's showing the price movement of the contract.
For
Yeah.
the last 10 trading days on the 5 minute,
Oh.
yes.
Wow, I didn't know. Nice.
Where do you think I was getting all my Ariel stuff from? The clear blue sky? No, I'm sorry, under the.
No, I didn't know if you was going to bar chart or somewhere else, or I didn't know where you was getting it from.
Oh, yeah, bar chart has a 15-minute lag, like.
All right. Salud.
Bless you.
Thank you. 10
Yours
days.
shows, yours doesn't show the $20 either, Chris?
Mine is showing, I'm on the 30-day 1 minute and it's showing $22.23. I'm about to switch to the 10-day 5 minute now.
Hey. What's up? Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Oh, I can't see her.
Say hi, Ocean. You lost it too? Let me see. You got me. You got me?
Hello.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Bye.
You know what?
Okay.
4.22.
And what's your price again, Fiona? The high?
$20.02.
$20.02. I'm seeing 19.47 now.
Yo, this is ridiculous. I am like bugging out. You know what's crazy is I did it initially, it was the same, prices as you, and then like moments later it changed to like $9. Maybe, you know what, do you mind starting from the beginning, Fiona? I don't like, just so we can, maybe the price changed within that time.
Price can't change because the market is closed. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, let's start again. I guess somebody looked out. All right, so you go to the option chain.
Wait. I'm opening active trader. Hold on. Where the hell is it?
Yeah, I'm on the 10-day 5 minute. I'm still seeing 19.47 as the high.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here. Okay, so I'm back at the trading. And
That's so bizarre because I logged in on the laptop and it's showing $20.02.
and you see how you have a parentheses, you have a 5, like a 5 next to yours. Mine has an 8 next to mine.
Parentheses.
Next to the expiration date.
Yours has a parentheses right here.
So when you go to the date Excel, like expiration 4/22, you have like a parentheses, a 5 next to yours, all the way to the left.
Parentheses.
To the left, the drop down actually. Far left, yeah. No, not that one. Go back to trade, yeah. And you see the drop down under the date, expiration date, exactly. Do you see the 5?
Oh, you don't have that?
No, I have 8.
Huh.
Yeah, so maybe something in my setting is not set up like yours. That's probably why. So I see that the filter is off, mine is off, single. Oh, yours is last net change. I have last X. All right, let me change that. Let me customize it. Let me, if you don't mind seeing the layout for last X net change. Yeah. Okay. So I'll change that to. Yeah, it's still the same. Interesting. All right. I'm sure it has to do with something like that because.
Yours has an 8 right here.
Huh? Yes. Yeah. Maybe if. Yeah, I don't know why.
You sure you're not on the April 25, 2022? Because that one has an 8.
No.
Because
None of
this
them
right
have an 8.
here, the dates in the parentheses, that's just telling you how many days you have, how many trading days to that expiration.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Mine says 8.
What time zone do you have? Or what country are you in?
Let me see.
Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, the time is 9:45 for Thursday. Is that, does yours have 9:45 for Thursday?
What time? Where you see time?
To the far right, right underneath chat rooms, I have the date for April 14th. But yours, I don't see anything on your end.
My date is over here, April 17th at
Wait.
1:10 at the top.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh yeah, I have that actually.
And then you have another date over here again.
Yeah. So weird. I can't even put, yeah, that's probably why. That makes sense.
Okay, so you might want to go into the settings for your active trader and adjust.
Whatever's happening.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, no problem. All right.
On your option chain, do you have 5 days to the 22nd, or you have another wonky day too? Mira.
Chris.
Hmm? What did you say, Fiona? Fiona, like the teacher catching me not paying attention.
In your option chain, do you have 5 days next to the expiration date?
I have,
What's up?
mine doesn't show an expiration date. Mine just shows the date of the contracts.
Does yours look like this? Where you have the drop down to
Oh,
look
okay.
at.
Give me 1 second. Let me go back to that page because I'm actually have a actually. Yeah, it does. It does.
Yours shows
It
5.
says, yeah, it says 5.
Okay.
Yeah, April 22nd, 5, and then the 100 and weeklies. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's just mine then. I'll fix it. All right, no worries.
Okay.
So we know the way the glitch is.
But then.
Wait a minute. I'm not seeing in my thing. I'm only seeing. I don't see any Aprils. And on my option chain. I need to change something.
April. So what month do you see?
It goes straight to May. May 20 is the first one I see.
Scroll up.
5?
Yeah, you got to scroll up or something.
Scroll up.
It doesn't scroll. That's it.
Wow.
Try. Is your strikes switched to all?
Let's see. Where's the all switch?
Right in the middle.
In the middle.
Hold on. Yep, it still starts at May 22nd.
That's weird.
Close the May 27th chain that you have open and then scroll up.
There is no scrolling up. That's the first one it's showing.
That's impossible.
Yep. What's this?
Your mother's toothbrush.
For what?
What do you mean for what? For brushing her teeth? No one was brushing her teeth. Did you fall?
No.
Okay, good. You got yourself.
Yep. Yeah, no, May 20th is the first one I'm seeing. I don't know why.
Do you have any of the option chains open like this? Where you see the expirations within the month?
Yeah, I could open up the May 1st, the May 20th one. That's
Open, I'm saying close it, and then you should be able to scroll up.
no, yeah. So I had it closed, but all I'm seeing is May, June, or maybe I have it set to monthly. How do you change that?
Do you have filter on?
Filter is off.
Okay.
I
Spread
have
single.
filter off, spread single, layout last X, net change.
Oh no.
I'll reset the filter. Yeah, that's weird. Let's see. I'm gonna try another. Let me try Tesla. Okay, Tesla comes up. April 22nd. Let me go back to SPY. Maybe I had something wrong. Nope. What is that? Yeah, let's see. All right, I don't want to hold up everybody. I'll just follow along.
So that's how you get the.
Yeah.
That's how you get the expiration onto the chart. So then the chart looks like this. Chris, do you have your high and low bubbles on?
Yes.
And yours says 19 something?
Wait. How did you get to this?
All right.
Then.
Usa.
I go to your
Trade.
page where you couldn't find
All
April.
right, so let's do it. Let's do it with.
I got SPY. I could do SPY.
You can do SPY the weekly now.
Yeah, I got it now.
Okay. All right, so we're looking at SPY April 22nd, the 4:30 call.
4:30.
I'm sorry, 4:37 call. Sorry. You see that, woman?
437 call is in the money.
Right, it's just an example. We're not doing, it's just an example.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Then do you have a mouse? Okay, so you make sure, all right, so you find the expiration date. You make sure you're on the correct side of the chain. Put is over here, call is over here, like you know. You hover over the call section. You right click, then click copy, then go to the charts. So look at the top of the screen again, click on charts. And then then you control V if you're using a Mac into the ticker box and hit enter. And we're on the 10-day, 5-minute time frame, correct?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, make sure you're looking on the 10-day, 5-minute time frame.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, hold on.
Next to style, you should see like 1 minute, 2 minute, or something like that.
Yeah. 10-day.
Yeah.
Oh, so I gotta customize it because I have 10-day, 30-minute. I don't have 10-day.
Yeah, exactly. You have to customize it.
Okay. Add time. Okay. How the hell do I customize?
You figured out how to change the time frame?
I'm trying to do that now.
You see where it says, you see where the wheel is? The settings wheel, chart settings.
Yeah, no, I'm in that, but I don't have 10-day 5.
All right, go to time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Go to click on make sure time is checked. Click on intraday.
Hold on, wait a minute.
When you
Okay.
click on the time option, you should see
Yeah,
the
I got it.
favorites or time frame. All right, intraday time interval, put that to 10 days, and aggregation period, change that to 5 minutes. And then click OK.
Before you click OK, click the star next to cancel so that it saves as a favorite. You won't have to keep doing this over and over again.
Yeah.
You said click what? The start? Oh, got it.
There's a little star.
Got it.
All right.
What's the high you're seeing?
2002.
Bam.
The low is 494.
Bam.
Good job, Marlon.
Great job, indeed.
I'm still,
I don't know why I'm seeing 1947.
listen. And I'm seeing something else clearly because mine, for some reason, mine hasn't updated or it's not updated and I need to figure it out. Okay. Awesome.
So this is the first chart I look at for the options. And then I look to see the low and then the high on the 10-day, 5 minutes. So that's what it's done for the last 2 trading weeks. This is where it's been. I don't really use this information as gospel because the likelihood of it trading back to that high during this week is maybe like a 50, maybe less than a 50% chance, because as you see, the market is not very friendly for directions. But what I do, I look at the support and resistance on the options chart. So I draw lines. I'm a line fanatic. And here I see it bounced off and then retraced, broke it, and then it has been trying to break this 608 line. I also see this 708 is another area that it's bounced to a few times.
Oh, it gap right there. That where is that?
Right, but this gap on the options chain does not always correlate to a gap on the underlining. The gap on the options chain just means that it closed at one level and then whatever happened overnight and then the price, whether gapped up or gapped down. But that doesn't mean the actual underlining stock has moved that way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, after the 10.5, then I move down to, where is it? Then I move down to the today, 3 minute or 1 minute. I don't think it's going to load because today's not a trading day, but we'll see. And that's when it starts to do the wonky crap.
I guess I gotta create that. I don't have that saved.
So the wonky is the algorithm?
Which, the fact that it's not loading?
Oh, I thought it was. I thought you were referring to, because I'm looking at the chart now and I was like, this looks weird.
Which chart? The underlining chart or the stock chart?
The option chart, the 3 minute on a day.
The 3 minute on the day open for you?
Yeah.
Oh, because you have 1 day.
That's a setting that you created, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not to change the subject for a second, Fiona, but I just found a different and easier way to move the charts over from the list. You can instead of copying, you can go down when you highlight the option itself, you can go down to more info and just click TOS charts and it'll move it over there.
More
It'll let you-
info? Where you see more info?
Right click, go back to the option itself, the 437 call, and right click and scroll more info, TOS charts, and it lets you pick the box.
Got it. Oh.
Can you say that again?
All right, go to the trading page and right click on the option we're looking at
Okay.
and scroll down to where it says more info,
Is it quick chart or TOS charts?
TOS charts, and just select which box you want it to go in.
Some more info?
Yeah,
Okay.
more info,
Mhm.
TOS charts,
TOS charts.
right.
And then another.
And then select the box you want it to fill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I look at the 10-day 5 minute first, and I draw my support lines on that. Then I move down to, I do the today 3 minute, but there was no trading today. So I just had to create another one for the 1 day 3 minute, or you can do the 1 day 5 minute. It doesn't really matter. And then you'll see the highest it's been, and this would be Friday's chart, or no, Thursday, because Thursday was the last trading day. So on Thursday, the high it did was $9.50 and the low was still $4.94. So I usually do an alert for $4.94 just in case the option opens up or does something completely opposite of what it's doing currently. If it breaks this 494, then I'll look again to see if it's an area that I want to get into. But usually this is what I do, and I'll tell you guys. So it has an area of interest here at the $5.99 or the $6-ish area. See, there's a lot of bouncing, breaking, bouncing, not being able to retrace. And then this one also holds the true for the 708.
And once the alert goes off, you wait for a 3 minute candle to close to decide whether you'd enter.
Right. I do not trade off of the options chart though. I trade off the underlining chart. This just gives me, this is just a cheat sheet for me. This is where I know if I'm potentially spending too much for the option, or I look to find a area where they were busy either buying and selling, and see if I want to get it there also. Like there's not been a lot of buying of this contract. There's been more selling.
So the options chart is Ariel's little black book
Yeah,
where she keeps all her numbers.
this is where I feel like a bookie.
Got it.
When I see these little specks, like these little, sometimes they'll come in dots, like here. You see this one down here in the cues?
Mhm.
That's all algos. That's not real people trading.
Mhm.
How can
These
you tell?
Huh?
How can you tell?
That's what somebody on Wall Street told me.
Really?
Yeah, and it's very confusing.
So with little dots like bunched up together, that means that it's algorithms?
No, it doesn't even have to be bunched up together. There's really just not any activity. So the algo is just moving, looking for buyers and sellers to wipe them out.
Oh, okay.
And these little slashes where the candles are not defined, like here, here, or even here and here,
Mm-hmm.
it just means a low periods of volume. There's not been a lot of volume. So people were buying and selling, but there wasn't a lot of volume in that area.
I remember the other day you mentioning on one of these charts that the reverse where the algos were gone and you were showing us how, you know, there was low volume because it was just people. But on this chart it's showing low volume and it's just algos. So is there a way to tell whether, you know, it's
No,
algos pushing it?
this low volume, I don't know if this is algos. I know this one down here, these little specks down here.
Yeah.
This is after hours, right?
Those are algos, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Chris, your original question, why not just trade from the contract? So this is the underlining chart and it's on the, I'll put it on the same time frame. Today, no, one day, what was it? I didn't save it. Yeah. Okay. See the difference? It's the same time frame.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I mean when I say it doesn't always line up.
Right. Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, if you're trading off of the stock itself, that can give you a false apprehension of what the option itself is going to do.
Correct.
And I guess vice versa.
Correct.
So you're saying that the chart price is a more reliable source of defining what the option is going to do, as opposed to the option, you know, defining what the stock itself is going to do?
No, so the option is literally going to the market and it's just the sentiment of who is willing to buy at the high and who's willing to buy at the low. So if it's a very volatile stock, like say for instance, Tesla, you can find someone wanting to buy a Tesla call 2 days before earnings because they know Tesla is going to beat earnings. And instead of buying a contract for $13, which is $1,300, some genius will decide, oh, I'll buy that $1,300 contract over the ask price of $13 and buy it for $16. That then creates all kinds of misinformation on the option chart. Whereas when you look at the underlining chart, it doesn't care what the option chart is doing. It's doing its own thing.
Oh, okay.
For us, it's just a matter of what we should get in.
Huh?
For us, it's just a matter of how much we want to pay, right?
Right.
And that's why I think this is really good, because once we once we point out the support and the resistance, we kind of have an idea based off of what it's been in the past on how much we think we should pay.
Right.
And obviously other factors play in, the delta, the gamma, the theta, because those, that also makes tells you how much you're going to, make and pay. So the idea is to get in as cheap as possible. To
Or
get
at least somewhere in the area, in the middle.
that's right, girl. All right. So I kind of feel weird because I don't have true numbers. And I don't think I'll get true numbers until probably tomorrow morning on these option charts. So
Look on another ticker. Do all your tickers in the option chain have 8 for this week? Because if it goes, if it does, still not 8. Today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
you know what, let's check. One that I really wanted to look at this week is CAT, K-A-T.
KAT or CAT?
Sorry, CAT. CAT, and for this week expiration, it hit the all-time high on Friday. So it has the capability of going further this week, which can hit about, I don't know, like 240 or something like that. So
All-time high on Friday?
I think on Thursday, yeah, on Thursday.
Yeah, do you know why?
Let me find out.
They get some kind of contract or something?
I'll tell you that. Do you know contract?
Motion detected in the front yard.
Sure.
Oh, on Friday. So CAT is like one of the leading are you familiar with CAT? Anyone familiar with CAT?
Yeah.
They manufacture like the, construction and mining equipment.
Yeah.
So I think based off the like gas prices going up, they are projecting I think they're projecting earnings. Is that next week? No, earnings is next week, the following week. Hold on.
So it didn't hit all-time high, Angie. All-time high for Caterpillar is 246.69.
That was last year, right?
I don't know when it hit that. No, I think that was this year.
This year? Hold on.
I don't know. Hold on. The all-time high was, no, it was, so it hit it a few times last year. May, and then again in June.
I thought it was last year. Okay. And that was like 240 something?
And now it's at 227.81.
Okay. And the company is estimated at 250 a share.
That's the target that Wall Street has for it.
Yeah, 250 a share. So hold on. So if you look at CAT on a daily, on the daily chart, you'll see that,
I'll see it gapped up.
yeah, gapped up, exactly. So obviously there's going to be some level of retracement. And if you look at the contracts for this week at 2:30, at 2:30 you have like a significant
The 2:30 for 422 or for Wednesday?
422. No, not Wednesday. 422.
Okay. The last price was $5.
I have it at 211. Is it?
For 422,
Yeah.
for 2:30.
2:30
Oh.
a call.
Sorry, yeah, call. Yeah, I have 215 as the last price.
Okay. Okay. The volume is not as high on that one. However, if you I'm looking at this only because I'm sorry, the open interest is not as high as this one. However, the ATR, there's an ATR of about a little bit over $5, maybe like $6 for the week. So if this continues to gap up, there's a possibility that it can hit, $5 up or maybe $5 down because of the gap. And on the time frames, you have it gapping up on a 2, which is a directional candle, on the daily, on the 4-hour as well, on the hour. On the hour, this is where I find, it's a bit conflicting because it's actually a 2 down. So this is just to keep on your radar because this can go either way. There's a price target of like 246, I think. Is it 246? Yeah, 246. So yeah, this is something to keep on your radar for 230. Cool. And then there's resistance. If you wanted to do it the opposite way, there's resistance at 219 if it decides to reverse back down. And that one right now is at, now that I know how to look at this option chain, there is a bit of volume on 220 as well for the put.
Wait, we're doing the put or the call?
The put now. No, I'm just saying if you decide to like look at the put, if we decide to look at the put as well. Earnings is coming up the following week. They're expecting to beat their earnings.
Where would you do a put to? 230 as well?
No, 220. Because there's resistance at 219. However, yeah, that's just something that I was looking at yesterday. And then now that I know how to do this thing, I'm gonna see what the prices were like before. The other one is IMPP. Have you guys ever traded it's a penny stock, so since it's like less than $1. This also came up on my scanner. And what caught my attention was the chart itself. So if you look at the chart, it just gapped up recently. Oh, I can see it on here. No, I see. Hold on. Oh yeah, so this one just gapped up recently. And it broke out. And right now, the average for each, the average is like 30 cents. There's a volume of about like, hold on. There's a volume over like 15,000 and interest of about 4,000. And the implied volatility is really high on this one. It's like 200%. As well as the data, the delta, the gamma, and the theta. Also gas. And the last time it went like super high was at like, what was this, in March?
I'm sorry, what's the name of that ticker you're talking about?
IMPP. So it's an inside day on the hour. It has an inside, a 2 down on the day, sorry, a 2 up on the day. The time continuity is all green. The ATR is about 40 cents. The option contract that I'm looking at is for this week at roughly about 30 cents. Have you guys ever traded IMPP?
I never did.
No.
Neither have I. I'm just looking at the chart and it, looks like a great opportunity along with IMPP. There's one last one that I am looking at as well. Oh, this in Twitter. RIG, R-I-G.
You said R, like Robert, I-G?
Yeah, R-I-G. So this is like, analysts say it's worth about $4.52. And it literally just hit 458. It's also the time continuity is all green on all time green continuities. There's a lot of volume. The only thing is that I think this one, the expiration date on this one is, hold on. This one would be the target price. The target would be $5. This one has a lot of volume, about an open interest of 40,000, volume 4,000, and then implied volatility is about 115%. The delta is roughly like 27. The theta is also like about 0.02, negative 0.02. It's an inside day on all of the time frame continuity. And I just have to do a little bit more research on the option pricing on all of them now that I know what this is worth, and the catalyst as well. So now that I have this, I'm gonna pinpoint where to get in and where to, price point entry. and price target. Like if rig stays over $4.58, which is where I see a lot of resistance, if it holds above that tomorrow, then it can gap up to over $5.
So with these, are you putting in orders, or are you just gonna be watching it?
No, I'm gonna price it to see like where to get in, but more than likely I will get it this week.
This week or tomorrow? We just
Well, I want to see what tomorrow like holds, you know.
with a
And what's like,
okay.
yeah, like what, you know, the catalyst, once I actually like have a clear vision of what. I only took these off of my scanners that look promising. And because they just came out, they're like potential breakouts for this week. So, you know, the only thing is I've never traded them before. I have never traded any of these before. And then, so I'm not, you know, I feel a little less confident because of that, but I guess you won't know until you try. But if everything is aligning, which it is to me, you can make.
I mean, it's a good way. It's a good way to test strategy, you know, to test the formula. Because if you're like you're saying, like if everything is aligning like it should, you should be able to apply this like not just to the SPY, but to another ticker.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah, so I'll work on that today on like, you know, price point entries and the resistance and support on these. And then I guess the last two are QQQ and Twitter.
All right, cool.
Are we still looking at the QQQ for next month, which is what's his name, Icy?
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, or is it next month or this week?
No, no, the one for next month is a SPY put.
Okay, so the QQQ is for this week. Is that what you said?
Oh, you're talking about that May 9th, I think it was a put or something like that?
Yeah, the May 6th put for SPY.
Okay.
That was your call, right, Fiona?
No, well, I was looking at it, but I wasn't really looking at the same time. And then Chris and I were having a conversation and he said some group that he follows, the leader for the group called it out and they went in.
The dude that started the group, I found IC.
Oh, so they're already in it.
Yeah, they're already in it.
Okay, so then we should probably look into it. I mean, the last price was at 537.
I needed to go down under 516.
Ah, okay. All right. So I will look into that as well and look at the options pricing. I feel like that last piece was off, like to see it and see how much these prices cost, it makes sense. Things are starting to make a bit more sense for me. And then last but not least, Twitter. What do you guys thoughts on Twitter?
I think Twitter's gonna move sporadically like Tesla right now because of Elon's influence and, you know, not knowing what he's gonna say or do.
What did the board say?
They haven't decided whether or not to turn down his offer or not.
But they didn't say no.
Yeah, but they didn't say no.
Well, it's two up on a day. So Yeah, I have a put for next week, or I have a put for next week for $45.
Are you in it? Or are you looking at it?
No, I'm not in it. Mm-mm.
Okay. You know what I wanted to ask you with the strat, can you do that? Like how you said it's 2 up on the day, right? So that would tell you where to play or where to get into. But can you do that for a monthly also? Like if you want to get into a monthly swing, because like if it's a 2 up on a monthly, does that indicate where it's gonna go next for the next month or no?
So you're saying look at expirations outside of the month. I mean,
No.
next month.
I'm just asking you how the strat works. Like, can you use it on the monthly the same way we're using it on the intraday?
Yeah, definitely.
To do a longer trade. Like if we want to look at something in June, or maybe like if we're looking in May, can we do the same thing that way?
Yeah, you can. I haven't done it, but you can. Yeah, I mean, you can swing on. You can do the monthly.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna do some what do you call it? I want to do some paper trades on monthlies to see how it come up.
Yeah, we can. I mean, if you wanted to, like right now, there's resistance at $53.71 for Twitter. And the next price point is $60.93 on the monthly. And then there's support at $39 on the monthly. And it's a 2 up for the month so far. And it closed last month on a 2 as well. So yeah, we can, I mean, if you want to look at that, that's fine. We can do some simulations.
Okay. I'm just.
I would probably get in on the day. Like if we're doing the monthly, we would look at the weekly and the day, and even maybe like the quarterly, or I don't know, the yearly, and then possibly get in on the day, I think. So I'll look at it.
Okay.
The entry level will be on the day for the monthly swing.
It's a longer hold period, but
Yeah, it is.
the return should be more, right, Fiona?
What happened? Sorry, I was drawing lines. What?
No, I'm saying, according to your boy Mark Monroe, the longer hold period, you should get a higher return, right?
Not necessarily. It just buys you more time to get your target, your realistic target.
Gotcha.
You have to look at, like, in something like this, I think theta would make sense to look at, because then you'll know the closer to the expiration date, the more you're paying on that premium.
I have a question. Have
Yeah.
any of you ever bought an option on the day that it came out?
IPO?
No, not an IPO. Like, let's say the days where the options expire and the new option contracts are issued. Have any of you ever bought options on the day the new contracts were issued?
Yes.
Do they start at a higher price, or do they start at a lower price and work its way up? Or is there a market effect?
When they expire, you typically have the price of the option drop because everybody is taking profit, or they're forced to take profit.
Right.
And then it's usually on a Friday that happens.
Mhm.
But then
Oh,
the Monday morning, it usually gaps up a little bit and then retraces, and it could retrace and break that support to a lower price.
Okay. So the same options are reissued with a new expiration for 90 days, a month, or whatever. The same strike prices, I guess is what I'm asking.
So no, because the strike price, so the CBOE, which is the people who create these options,
Mhm.
they have options right now out to 2024
Right.
for the blue chip stocks. For the little stocks that don't have that much volatility, you might still have options going to the end of 2023.
Mhm.
The time, what you're talking about is when new options become available. Those are usually out and the lowest. Those are only in February and September.
February and September. Oh, okay. Got it.
So essentially you're saying that that Friday, the new ones come out for the following Friday. The options,
Sorry, what happened?
like, essentially you're saying that the new option comes out that Friday for the following Friday, correct?
No, the following Friday's option is already there. So when you look at the option chain, these dates that you see over here
Yeah,
are all the expiration dates that they have currently.
got
In
it.
September, around the week of quad witching in September, you'll see new dates coming out for 2024. They may even, well, this is Caterpillar, I don't know if this is a good example, but you'll see new dates coming out for 2024. You'll probably see like a February or a May or a June 2024 option chain.
Got it.
So that's what Chris was asking you. When those new dates come out, is it good to, like, where are the prices? Are the prices higher?
Yeah,
The prices low?
that's when I go busy. So last year, September was when I bought all my options for 2024
Because they're
because
low.
I got them for pennies, literally.
Yeah, that's what he was asking you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when I got into the Apple 2024s, Marlon. But my brother-in-law put me onto them. I wasn't doing my own research. He just was telling me, you know, oh, get this, get that. And
Yeah, it's in
Yeah, I'm still in that. I'm still in that one too.
September around. So you'll see them start coming out the third week of September. But this September might be a little different because right after you have the FOMC, which is a Powell put season. So they could open the week of quad, which, say for instance, a new contract opens and it's 50 cents for the contract, which is $50. But then Powell or one of his cronies the week right after could come out and say something the market doesn't like. And the $50 contract you just bought is now worth $20. So that's why I keep a calendar, because yeah, I need to know when all these weirdos are coming out to spook the market.
Okay, I'm adding it now.
Huh?
I'm adding it now to my calendar. The quad witching dates.
Quad witching, yeah.
September 16th. Oh, we have one coming up in June 17th as well. It's every 3 months, right?
It's every 3 months. The next one is June 17th. You might see some new contracts open then too, Chris.
And do you guys typically buy a specific one, or like you guys say like Apple? Is that bought specifically during that time?
For leaps, I prefer to trade only blue chip stocks for leaps. And I treat leaps as my my savings account. Gives me a higher percentage interest rate.
Unless its name is ARK,
Unless it's ARK, right?
because then that's fuckery. All right, folks, we good for today?
I'll work up. I mean, I'll do the typical template that I, do for SPY for these others, and then I'll send it out today.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
gracias.
You're welcome. No, nada. Enjoy your Easter.
Like,
Yeah, we'll check with the family real quick.
All right. I'm about to go grocery shopping. What times?
Enjoy.
have a good day, y'all.
All right,
All right.
later, people.
Enjoy.
All right,
All right. Bye.